Mainstream Monday. Welcome. Your ill chess master is in the house. Feeling great. What's up, Asterbate? Schumacher. I can't say that because it's spelled weird. I thought his name was like Sumaher forever. Like his name was Maher. I thought he was like Muslim. His name was Maher or something like that. I don't know. Schumacher. All right, let's go. I've got a challenge from Schumacher, the mocker of shoes. Subscribers first. Do please subscribe to the stream. Support my recovery from this deadly cold. I'm tough, if nothing else. Sort of. Persistent is more like it, like a mosquito. All right, that's what the viruses say anyway. Sumer 7+5. Not a good night's sleep last night. Better than the non-existent sleep the night before, but we're a little bit out of shape here. Classical openings today. Hi. I'm feeling it classical. Chicken soup. We don't have chicken soup. We have vegetable soup. Chicken's too expensive. Don't have enough subscribers for that. I can only afford vegetable soup. All right. E5. We played this already, yes? Dynamic Albin. The modern dynamic Albin. I don't remember. Schumacher tried to do... Should I say it like a Hungarian? Schumacher? Or... that part is natural. But it's the H that's weird for me. To say Macher. That's like an Arabic. Macher. Schumacher. Alright, it's German. Schumacher. As in Michael. It took me 4 years, like 3 years to figure that out. It's pretty scary, but I mean, it eventually comes to me. A lot of the same stuff in chess. Yesterday I had an interesting move played against me. Bishop g5. That is kind of a riddle. That move. Not easy to figure out. Here's another novelty. I don't think this is a problem. Don't think it's a problem. It does pose an interesting question. Should I play knight c6 and attack the e5 pawn? He'll almost certainly play knight f3. Doesn't really change the equation too much, other than committing my knight there. What if I play knight b4 right away? I guess he has other options. This is this interesting, side variation of the Albin counter gambit. In the lichess opening explorer, there's like 12 games and black has not lost. Interestingly, not a big sample size, but it's computers are changing our understanding of opening theory. They're actually controlling opening theory now. Computer evaluations are swaying human choices of opening theory. You're changing the Albin counter gambit on move 3. The best move is knight e7 according to engines. This didn't just come out of a vacuum. That's depth 20, presumably, or deeper. Deep thoughts. with Jack handy. The first rule of this variation is always play knight b4, like as soon as you can. I almost played it a move earlier, but I didn't really think there was a problem with knight c6. Sometimes this knight gets pinned by the bishop on b5, which can be annoying. But I think already like black has a pretty good game. Like people are too reticent to sacrifice like material. Like Asterby, what's up? Good morning, everybody. I know I look like shit. I feel like shit too. I feel like I look, but I'm never gonna like bail on the streams for you, my audience, my friends, my fans, unless I really can't do it. Asterby, you're a conspiracy theorist. Do you believe in QAnon? You're like a liberal conspiracy theorist. Okay, wow, e4. Pan conspiracy theorist. Non-partisan conspiracy theorist. We can take the pawn on a2 if you want to take it. And then comes the question of like which way to take it if you want to take it. Which way do you want to take it? You can take it with the bishop, you can take it with the knight. I guess it doesn't matter, really. Do I need to take it? Should I take it? Should I complete my development? Should I play a prophylaxis like h6? These are the questions facing mankind. Now if I don't do something, I might not get a second chance to take that pawn. Alright, I'm going to take it. He's got knight g5 actually. Maybe it's better to take with the bishop. Bishop. No, I'm not going to take it. You know what? Whatever, man. Do whatever you want. I'm not in any hurry here. I got h6. I got a6. I got the face hugger. Are you familiar with the movie Alien? Is everyone familiar with the movie Alien? I mean, in Aliens, the Alien trilogy. I mean, dude, this is a face hugger. Once it gets on your mask, like, you can't get it off. And they'll have to surgically remove it. It's not a joke. This is not a joke. Face hugger theory. Black's in control. Plus I have like g5. His extra pawn is this shaky double pawn that's gonna, you know, it's not gonna live too long. Get it off of him! We need a space medic. I don't think Sumaher has ever castled kingside before in a game. What effect this has had on him, look. Unbelievable. His first ever kingside castle. That's crazy. I'm just completing my development. No threat whatsoever. Uh-oh, bishop c3. He's worried about the central nugget. Yup. Is a6 a good move here? I'm a little concerned about something. That bishop on c3 looks like a tricky move. Maybe I should get off that. Well, I could play bishop g7. And bishop g7 has its own tricks. Bishop c3 is a neat move. Neat. It's neat. If g4, if bishop c3 is a, I think it's a good move. You can always play, like, you know, the materialist would play knight takes a2 here. I mean, yeah. Bishop g7, rook g8, bishop e7. See, this is the problem. I'm like calculating. It's easier to be like Uber driver, Schumacher, and everyone else who just don't calculate. I feel guilty if I don't calculate. You know, just playing on intuition. Grandmaster Mihai Shuba talks about that in a book. He experimented with it. What? You just dropped a knight? Does that work? Oh, alright, well, do a take back. I don't mind, like, giving takebacks for clear mouse slips. You know, I'm not a... And it's an unrated game anyway. I'm going to try just as hard in the unrated game and a casual game as normal, but in a rated game I would never give... Like, I'd probably never give takebacks. Maybe occasionally for what is really obvious mouse slip. But, you know, if you guys make a crazy mouse slip, please ask for a take back. You know, Schumacher didn't automatically ask for a take back. Maybe that's not his policy, but I would hate to ruin the game by, like, taking a free knight for no reason, you know. It's an interesting position. Why should we destroy it by someone just hanging a piece? Another reason not to play bullet chess. All right. Bishop a4 unprovoked. Unprovoked Kakado. What's that about? He's trying to play knight b5? He's trying to play bishop to b3? What a mystery move. If I play g4, he hits me with knight h4. If I play bishop e7, well, I mean, that's fine, but some question as to what I'm doing here, I guess. What are you doing here? Just maintaining the posizione. Yeah, I thought you might try that. It's interesting, isn't it? Posizione. That's fine. Whatever floats your canoe. Maybe I could try knight to d4. I don't know. Interesting. Knight d3, of course, is an option. Well, maybe it's an option. If he plays knight e1, it's not the same. did play that. He did play that. Master played that. Okay. Whatever. I knew a6 would be a useful move. What am I doing? What is he doing? What are we doing? What is this? Chess? Chess is a weird game. Now that's not a mouse slip this time. You really meant to put your knight on c2. Don't try to pull a fast one on me. I know that was an intentional knight c2. I told you guys the e pawn would fall, and it does. The e pawn has fallen. Epoch. Epochs. Oh man. Ebok. What's the name of those things in Star Wars? The Ewoks. Ewok has fallen. Put my pawns on the light squares, please. I'll have some light square pawns, please. Finally, I can restore us to material equality. b4, you gotta love that. b4 bishop e1. It's like, wow. Man, I don't know what to do. I guess this is the safer option. Positional Albin. So many choices, so little time. Really. I feel like I'm playing Nefedov in the Berlin defense. There's very, very similar openings, right? Berlin defense and Albin counter gambit. Positional chess. Are knights better than bishops? Now what? Put all your pawns. Oh, I see. You're going to go knight b4? You wouldn't do that, would you? Better not. You did that? How dare you? How dare you? Okay. That means war. This is war. Bishop versus bishop. Bad bishop, good bishop. Good bishop, bad bishop. Rook c1. Hoppa. 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 Rook d3. Ah. But the pin. Dr. Pin. Dr. House. Knight d4. Also possible. This is a weird game. Like, it was so hard to choose between moves the whole game. I almost found myself like playing moves at random in this game. Maybe White felt the same way, but it's kind of fun. This was fun. I don't know who was better the whole game. I felt like I was better, but not by a lot. Yes, now we do wonder about this. Knight d4. Chop chop, double. Defend. Double defend. Knight d4. Chop chop, double defend. Boom. Did it. Defend. As I said, knight d4, chop chop, double defend. Now what do? Double defend. Your e4 pawn is hanging. Your pawn is hanging. Congratulations. You've been selected the next winner. So both his pawns hung, e5 and e4, the double Isolanis. You've been selected. I'm getting all the spam email. Accuracy 85%. Accuracy 83%. Wow, accuracy 83%. Whoa. Bishop d2 novelty. Bishop d2 dubious novelty. Computer just ravaged you. That's kind of harsh. Knight c6 is best. So black's better. Boom. And chess wonderful. 8 moves in the Albin counter gambit and I'm better. It's funny game, this chess. Chess Army Original. Playing another game. He's playing Simul's. You should check this variation now. Yeah. Good idea. Not fair. But we played before, didn't we? You must have played differently last time. I think you played a different move. You unimproved on your first game. Sparkle horse is white. Sparkle horse is black. Yeah, Zuma hair, Zuma hair, Zuma hair. No, we've played 3 times. Wow. I played it back in March. That must have been the first one. Let's see. Oh, you also played Bishop G5 against me. That's funny. And I played Knight on VC6, which the computer says is okay. And then we just like transposed. That was also not so good for you. And the other game in March, April, May, you played Knight F3. So you played a different move every time. Knight F3 is good though. That's a good move. Nothing wrong with Knight F3. That's probably one of White's best moves here. Just straight up develop your piece, you know. You know, oddly that's not been... Oh no, it has been played. Okay, yeah. Knight F3 is a good move. Knight F3 is definitely good. Alright, that was a better game. Chess Army Original, 1500 in Bullet, 2100 in Blitz, because that makes sense. DM Chess King is back. He's 2100 in Blitz, but he's like 1894 in Bullet, okay? At least it's like not two different people. I'm playing like the Summon on Sound repertoire today. Practicing my gambits. Goring. Gory gambit. Goring. Just insta-take. Don't even think about declining it. Don't even think about it. I had the same game yesterday. I say that every game, because I did. Goring Gambit's kind of dangerous, man. I mean, I looked it up. Actually, Velimirovich has a game early in this opening. Velimirovich. H6. That's definitely like major alarm bells are going off when you play H6. The alarm is sounding. Knight E7. So black is avoiding E5 push. Still doesn't look good. This looks really strong actually. But it's not like game over yet. Goring Gambit is pretty dangerous, man. I understand why I kind of used to diss him, but I understand why someone on Sound had this repertoire built around this kind of stuff. I mean, it's if White knows what he's doing, I mean, Black can easily get squashed very, very quickly in these gambits. White has huge position here. Huge advantage, and Black's used 12 seconds for the game. Like, what's the point, you know? I would say White has like a winning position already. I just have to figure out how. Virtually winning position. Virtual chess. Knight takes b4 is obviously fine. Interesting idea. I have an interesting idea. It's pretty crazy. I know I'm out of my mind, right? The sick puppy, man. I'm a sick puppy and I need help. What do you do if you're a sick puppy and you need help? Emery Tate style? Like, no. No. Bill. Mr. Bill. It's Monday morning. How is your brain so sharp? I have a sharp brain. Chess is fun. That's what Camel Culture said yesterday. This is just brutal, dude. It's brutal. Goring Gambit, game over in 11 moves. Okay, it's not quite game over, but it's freaking close, you know. Black's in a really lost position. You gotta know what you're doing. Man, I mean, I'm telling you, you could just, like, play this type of primitive Gambit repertoire and probably reach 2300 ELO if you're really good at it, without even knowing how to play endgames or anything. The game is just over, you know. There is no endgame. I mean, okay, you're up a pawn endgame, you have a clear advantage endgame. I'm not even up a pawn, though. So, I mean, I guess it takes some technique here. This. Here, there. Yeah. I remember that one. Why is this guy like playing games and challenging me at the same time? I'm not playing other people's simuls today. Wow, no follows. What's up, everybody? If you like the stream, follow. If you like my sacrifice, follow. It's a sham sacrifice. Masturbate, did you fall asleep? Define sham. Sham sacrifice. Oh no, Mr. Bill. Mr. Bill. You don't do that to me, Mr. Bill. Oh my God. No, seriously. This is not that simple. The plan was... What was the plan? The plan was to take on d5. I think this is a refutation. This is a refutation of my combo. But don't lose heart. Don't lose heart. Refutation is relative. The refutation, the relative of refutation. Refutation's relative. Oh my God. Oh shit, there's one move that I missed. Only one move, but a very important move. That is a problem. Damn. I was too fancy. I had a winning position, but it was too fancy. God damn it. Alright. I guess we'll take this. Still, it's a very tricky position. I mean, I'm not like lost, clearly lost. I have safe king. His king's exposed. I might get a few pawns, possibly some threats. It's not easy for black to coordinate. Yeah, I mean, my expression is 99% of tactics don't work, and I should probably change that to 99% of like sacrifices don't work. Happened to me yesterday too. I thought I played an interesting sacrifice, but I missed something. That's another actually perfect move by black. Another perfect move. Pretty obvious one though. Another perfect move. Oof. Lost my motivation. Blundered. Nobody saw what I missed, but it's like the Wizard of Oz where everything happens behind the curtain. Black played a perfect game after my blunder. I have to avoid the exchange here. The rook e3 would be better. It's pretty weird, man. Black's like lost here. Wow. I could just do anything. I mean, white has like +2. And I did bishop takes h6, and now he's perfect. King h7. Huh. Wow, that's aggressive, right? I want to analyze this game afterwards. Should be interesting. Chess King is back. Oh, he's at 1,200 FIDE. Of course. Oh, you're 1,200 FIDE. Right. Because that's believable. Here we go. The 1,200. Whatever, dude. Because 1200s play perfect moves. Oh, man. Knight h4? Maybe you want to try a different rating system, because 1200, yeah, that's not possible. Please don't put that in your profile. It makes it look like you're using a computer. If you tell people your rating is 1200, it's just going to make people think that you're an engine. I would definitely avoid doing that. This player has to be at least like 1,700 FIDE. 1200s come from India to like Europe, and they're just like wrecking grandmasters. Bishop takes a2. That's good. He was lost in the opening, but after the opening he played perfectly. He thought for a long time on d5. That move saves the game. It's the only move. I probably had a better practical try. I feel like this is hopeless. Feels very hopeless, doesn't it? Oh, you found that. I bet he's hitting a lot of perfect moves. Bishop d5 too. Yeah. This should be interesting to analyze. Sometimes I'm wrong about the opening, but I think he was busted. Let's take a careful look at this now. Main move. Now h6 feels like it's definitely a mistake. My best move is queen b3 or castles. Castles is fine. Now the engine's #1 move is knight on g to e7. He doesn't have another option. He could trade. Now knight d5. Now castles, #1 move. Wow. Wow. Really? So other than h6, you like played a perfect game. I thought I was winning here, but I'm not. It's only like compensation. Wow, I misjudged this position. I thought I had a nearly winning advantage, something like +2. In reality, I'm only slightly better. Wow, very interesting. And now he finds the only move, d5. Every other move loses. This is the only move. There was quite a think there, right? He thought for 2 minutes. Comes up with the only move based on queen d6, which is what I missed. Queen takes, queen d6. And white's lost. So what's this 1200's performance in this game? Like 1 in accuracy, perfect game. Let's check the moves now. Rook on AD1, not Queen E8. He doesn't play Queen E8. Queen E8's winning, but Knight C6 is even stronger. Number 1 engine move. Next. This is interesting. Difficult to say. Bishop E6, not the number 1 engine move. And now Queen C1, instantly Queen F6. Instantly. Number 1 by far. He instantly played the engine move here. But it's pretty obvious. I mean, he's defending H6. Okay. Rook D3, best move. Engine. And now King H7, that's a little sus, dude. This is probably the most suspect move he played. Why, randomly King H7? I mean, I'm not threatening Rook G3 check. That's sus to me, dude. I mean, I can't be sure, but I'm definitely a little suspect of this player. And now another number 1 engine move. Number 2. Queen G6. It's like a freaking perfect game. Grabbing on A2 I was curious about. Maybe it's not a computer move. This is not a computer move. That's actually a really bad move. Wow, that's surprising. And now Queen G4. Yeah, grabbing the pawn was kind of funny, but I mean, at the end of the day, black. Yeah, I don't know, dude. It's a pretty suspect game, but I gave him a piece. I don't know. He made 0 inaccuracies, 1 mistake, 0 blunders. Because you're 1200 FIDE, right? You play 92% accuracy at 1200 FIDE. There's nothing suspect about that. I don't know, dude. I can't be sure about this game. You're definitely more suspect than Hans Niemann. He sent me a message like, how did I win? Because you have, like, Hans Niemann on your team. Why would you ask a question like that if you legitimately beat me? I don't know, man. That's a pretty sus game by black, honestly. I don't think I'm going to play that player again. Alright. I don't mind losing, dude, but please don't use engines against me. This game feels very suspect. Alright, dude, whatever. Yeah, you're a 1200 who's like a master, who played perfect moves. Whatever. King H7 instantly. Because 12-year-old kids especially, they never cheat, you know? Why would you do that? I don't know, I'm on the fence about it. Maybe, maybe not. Maybe they cheated, but I mean, how many 1200s play like perfect games? How did I win? Maybe your uncle was cheating. It wasn't you. What's up, Mr. Coffee? If you're gonna play like perfect games, don't put in your profile that you're 1200 FIDE. That's all I can say, I mean, basically. I'm not in the mood to play Refund after that game. Is anyone else gonna challenge the angry chess streamer? It's like all the same person, I think. What is that, dude? My score 0-1. I don't know who this is. What was my game against this player? Do I want to know? I lost one game against them. They have a meme name. Oh my god, that game? Are you serious? I immediately get that game? That guy? Wow. You guys should see that game. That's unbelievable. When Hans was 12, he played perfect games. Dude, when Hans was like 18, he played perfect games. Or what was he, 16? He was still playing perfect games till recently. Can we get like human opponents, please? I have this like whole host of suspicious accounts challenging me. If my mood was better, I might take Ripon Bansal's challenge, but he's he's really fallen off. Inspired my last opponent. Dude, you should see the game that last guy played against me. Check this out. We should look at it if you want to. Man, why am I on Bing? What happened here? Are you serious? Bing? Why would that come up? I hate that, Bing. That's my browser. Alright. Bing is a virus. Yeah, amusing. No, I can't find it. Where's my history? How did I won? And then you play a perfect game, ask me how did I won, and then say, you never cheat, dude. Seriously, please stop bothering me. Why waste my time? King h7 instantly, I love that. But at least you mixed in like one human move with bishop takes a2 to make it look realistic. That was good. I'm sure you never cheat normally just when you're playing like a chess streamer so you can look cool for your friends or whatever. I'm sure like most of your games are legitimate. I'm not going to report you to lichess because I don't have enough evidence, but obviously it's suspicious. A highly suspicious game. In my opinion, it was like 2 mistakes and 2 inaccuracies, no mistakes. It said one mistake by black. But what I find interesting in my misevaluating that position, I thought I was winning when I played bishop takes h6, and I have only a slight advantage. I miscalculated, but what bothers me more is that I misevaluated. Bishop d2 was my best move, and I played bishop takes h6. Totally overconfident. I guess I need more experience playing the Gorian Gambit. Soren Zolimash. What does that say? Zolimash. Mr. Coffee challenge. Mr. Coffee, no computers. I don't want to be seeing computer moves. I'll sacrifice a piece. Microfiche. I'll sacrifice a piece, then accuse you of being an engine. Instantaneous. Another hint is like if you're gonna cheat, like try to mix in more human moves, more inaccuracies, and more mistakes. He didn't put in enough, you know. It was like not enough evidence to convict, but I would have him under observation. I've given up on like reporting people and stuff like that. It's just not worth my time. I just won't play people anymore if I suspect them of cheating. I'm not playing rated games. I'm not playing in tournaments online because of cheating. I would never take online chess seriously. You know, I was thinking yesterday, this guy on my stream asked me, is there like an official World Chess Organization or something like that? And I realized that, you know what the problem is? It's like a disconnect. There's like the World Chess Federation, which is accredited, you know, corrupt but accredited. And then there's like the online chess world. And they're completely disconnected. And there's no way, you know, they're different things, you know. And people that join, you know, learn chess online, they don't understand that like real chess and online chess are basically completely separate things. Because, well, naturally, like, it's harder to cheat. How many GMs cheat? I don't know. Have I been checking their shoes? Let me tell you one thing. The answer is higher than 0. But I don't know for sure. I would say the percentage of GMs that cheat is probably the same as the rest of the population. They have actually probably more motivation to cheat than others. But it's not lower than the average. It wouldn't be lower than the average players. You might be surprised by that. I'm not. I mean, already like 2 players have been banned from FIDE. At least, well, more than 2 probably, but 2 grandmasters. I think they should be lifetime banned. Feller and Rousis, and they're both like allowed to play again. It's ridiculous, man. I think it's ridiculous that they're allowed back. I mean, after getting caught cheating over the board, grandmasters. It should be a lifetime ban from the sport, man. No tolerance policy. Especially for grandmasters. Actually, it shouldn't matter. For everybody. There should be a 0 tolerance policy. If you're caught, it's like doping. You're done. It's ridiculous. There's this misconception. I mean, it should be like grandmasters should be, I would hope, less likely to cheat. But that's counterbalanced by their financial incentive. Like, these guys are professionals doing it for money. They have more reason to cheat than most people. A6. Alright. New account. That's the player who just beat me. You gotta have at least 100 games to play. I think this guy who's 1,000 is like the 2100 that just played the perfect game, who claims he's 1200 over the board. You gotta have 100 games. Okay, that's fine, but I just don't take challenges from people with less than 100 games. 100 real games, not bullet chess. At least blitz. Too easy to make new accounts. You screw around and stuff. I'm in a good mood today. I really don't care. You know, if you cheat, I just won't play you anymore. I'm not gonna like report you to lichess. I don't care. It's not worth my time. I'll never play online tournaments. I saw this letter that this American grandmaster wrote on his Facebook. Alex Lenderman. He was saying, please, organizers, make more online chess tournaments. During the pandemic, there was a lot of online chess tournaments, and it was great. Please make more. Like, does this guy like playing against like human computers online or what? You know, sure he has better chances, but man. He has better chances than most, but you're still like, dude, nobody can catch these people. I would pull my eyeballs out if I had to play money tournaments online and guess whether people were cheating or not. It's impossible. Online chess has no future as far as like serious competition. You can do streaming, you can have fun with it, fine, you know, but online chess for money is just impossible. It's not possible. Mr. Coffee with the A6. There's the argument we can play bullet chess. Okay, but bullet chess isn't chess. You know, I don't care. It's not chess. Whatever. They can even cheat in bullets, so whatever. Over the board chess is the real chess, and online chess is just for practice and fun. That's all there is to it. What's up, WB Free? WB Freely. I'm just not going to get angry when people cheat. I'm just going to like not play them anymore. Not my job to guess if you're cheating or not. It'll get to the point where it's impossible to detect them too, virtually impossible. We'll have to have like cyborgs going around, like, I don't know, inspecting people for computer chips in their brain. Are you a cyborg or a human? It'll be like Blade Runner. Like we should make that'd be a good movie actually, like a chess version of Blade Runner. Knight A4. Mr. Coffee with a sharp French. But I played Bishop E2. That's not a normal move. I'm supposed to play Queen D2, right? I can play Knight A4 here, or A3, or just sacrifice the pawn, but I don't know about that. Knight A4, Queen A5 check, C3. C takes D. Yeah. Knight takes D4, Knight takes D4. Queen takes D4. B5. Or I can play A3. Mr. Coffee, what are you doing? You're up at like 6 a.m. playing the classical French? I guess I could even play Rook B1 in this position. Yeah, what's the deal with this position? I can't play A3, can I? Can I really play A3? CD4, Knight D4? I don't know, man. CD4, Knight D4, Bishop C5, Knight A4, Queen A5 check. Hundreds. Not good. 81 games. He has enough. Not good qualifies. It's not a big deal. You have to have 100 games. That's all I'm asking. It means like you didn't create your account yesterday and you played more than like bullet games. It really doesn't take a lot of time. Just a slightly established account and I'll take the challenge. Wait, not good what? 81, yeah. He has over 100 games. Just barely. It's not my job, you know. Don't take it personally if I accuse you of being a computer and you're not a computer. It's not my job. If I suspect people are cheating, I'm going to call them out and just not play them anymore, you know. I don't have time to figure out if I'm 100% right. There's going to be some false positives. I've been wrong before, you know, but I just have to play the percentages. Oh, I love it when they say that. It doesn't matter to me if you play on another chess site. I hate that chess site. Sorry for that. It's alright, though I don't blame you. Alright. Knight takes d4. Right, so bishop c5, knight a4, queen a5 check, c3, bishop takes d4, bishop takes d4, knight takes d4, queen takes d4. And this variation sucks for white, right? I had this against like somebody, I don't remember. I looked at it with the computer and it said it was better for black a little. There's a similar variation with like no a6 and no bishop e2. I feel like that I'm kind of doing the same thing. Which I borrowed from Wonderful World of Nigel Short many years ago. Nigel. The main line, I don't know. I played bishop e2 here. Normally I play queen e2. I'll normally play like bishop e2 on the next move. Mr. Coffee, you're supposed to play queen a5 check. It's a very important move. No? Can I go back to c3? It's like implicit draw offer. Queen a5 check, knight c3, queen b6, knight a4, blah blah blah. Queen a5 check c3, bishop takes d4, bishop takes d4, knight takes d4, queen d4, b5. And then I have to play either... Wait, what am I saying? Yeah, b5, and then I have to play knight c5. I thought it was slightly better. That's a bannable offense. Bannable. Bannable. Is bannable a word? Bannable. Banana boat. He's just kidding. But I mean, I don't like it. I play on this site for a reason. I could have like 100 viewers on some cheesy other site. But would go against my moral fiber. Alright. Knight f5, b4, b4, b4. Did I say b4? Before or after Mr. Coffee with the speed chess? Oh man, I missed something. Another miscalculation? No. What's up with the speed of Mr. Coffee today? Mr. Coffee from Ukraine! Sparklehurst from Ukraine. What a coincidence. Right is right. Right is right and wrong is wrong. Bring on the Iranian drones. I don't care, man. You gotta believe what's right. I mean, what's right is right. You're not a bannable mod. Mr. Coffee with the violent 94. I missed something, of course, so I don't need to play this move. The move, I'm not even sure it does anything. What does knight f5 do? It just like does nothing, basically. Threatens his queen. Okay, he moves it away. I forgot he's like covering d6. Do you get a check from them? Knight takes g7 check. Yeah, man, I get a check from them every week. I forgot, Asterbate, that's cheating. You told me an idea. You get a check from them. Maybe Mr. Coffee has a knight sack on e5. I don't know, Mr. Coffee was fast today. He's one of the only people who's like sort of normally not necessarily faster than me. I have a really bad cold. I'm recovering from the simul yesterday. I'm not in the greatest form. I'm a little sloppy. Did that unsound peace sacrifice against the guy who might be a computer a few games ago. Mr. Coffee's... She's breaking up, Captain. I'm losing her. You can trade queens. Scotty, give me all you can. I can't do Captain Kirk, especially when I have a cold. Alright. Mr. Coffee's a big Star Trek fan. That's why I'm joking around. Alright. Mr. Coffee, check this out. I did my move order out of order. I'm supposed to play queen e2. You see, this is the main move. And then you're supposed to play like queen b6. Yeah, it's not the main line. b5. b5 is best. But I'm just saying, I think I remembered this position. Wait, you did a weird move order, but let's say c5, knight f3, knight c6, bishop e3, and now queen b6, and now a3. This is the variation I'm thinking of, like takes, bishop c5, now knight a4, now queen a5 check, now c3, now bishop takes, knight takes, queen takes, b5 or b6, no b5, b6. Alright, so we had instead bishop e2, and now you're supposed to play b5, but instead you played some hybrid queen b6. Speaking of computers, Mikhail Igor's 1999. That was the pre-computer Igor's. Yeah, I played him in 1999, ironically. We had a draw. I was white in a Catalan. Back in those days, he was just a normal 2496. Grandmasters never cheat, remember. a3. Wow, queen a7 is an actual variation. Dude, that's weird. Rajabov used to be a really hardcore French player. So you took bishop c5, knight a4. So this is actual line, right? So you may be mixing things here. You're thinking of queen a7 in the other variation. You're supposed to play queen a7 before. Now you played it in response to knight a4. But you're supposed to play queen a5 check, c3, and now bishop takes d4. Bishop takes d4, yeah. You could play b5 here. Knight takes, queen takes. Yeah, and then I don't know. I thought it was like b5, but I guess that's not so good. Queen c7 apparently. But this is not the same position I was thinking of. White is slightly better here. Apparently you're supposed to play queen a7. I had no idea about this variation. Now, that's a really weird line. But I honestly, dude, I think you should just stick with b5. It's more natural. We have a... Right? Same rules with joining team. You have to have 100 games. When you get 100 games, I'm going to accept you. But until that, no. Not good has enough games. Alright. Excel Poker, I'll take next. Not good. Not bad. Mr. Coffee, what are you doing? You're working from home today? Shouldn't you be at the office? You still work from home? I don't know, man. Do you want to play another Goring Gambit after that last one? You got up early. How can you play so fast, so early in the morning? Damn, you had me on the clock there. Alright, we're just having some fun. I played a perfect opponent a few games ago. I don't know, man. If you asked me to say if that player was completely using a computer or not, I would say flip a coin. I'm completely on the 50-50 if they were cheating or not. I mean, don't put that you're 1200 in your account if you're going to play perfect games. Seriously. Now we got someone who actually knows the opening. Wow. You're definitely... Wow, okay, so d5 is black's best move. I am not an expert on this. I'm just a learning. I am just a learning. I played with black. If you look in the database, black, I have games, several games. from the black side. This is supposed to be like one of black's best defenses, but it's interesting because I always assumed like the Gorian Gambit and stuff like that was like, dubious, but it's not. I mean, perfect moves. Bishop g4, number one move. This is why I like to play, accounts that have very few games. We need is to play another player who's like an engine. I'm in the mood for that. Please don't play like an engine. See, he didn't play like an engine. I'm so happy you dropped a piece. So now I know you're not a computer. Yeah, I mean, he played the best, but the irony is that he played the best possible line. This is black's number one variation. There's like a famous game. It's Velimirovich versus Tal, I think. Like bishop e4 check, knight c3, bishop takes f3, bishop takes f3, queen c4. It's a really weird line. And that is like the main line of the Gorian Gambit. Black just dropped a piece here. It was just gut instinct. We have good gut instinct. When you have good kind of opening intuition, most people are really materialistic. You know, the way that the last computer grabbed the pawn on c3 against me. I think your line is better. Rather than taking a pawn and losing the initiative, black should just maintain material equality and play a balanced position with chances for both sides. If you're using a computer, it's fine to like grab pawns, because computers are great at playing positions where they don't have the initiative, but they're out material. I think humans are really bad at it, generally speaking. Way better for a human to just play, a position where you don't lose the initiative. And generally, people are too materialistic. What's up, Juicebox Wizard? People are materialistic in general, but I think chess players are materialistic. Oh, you hung a knight there. Good job, me. You didn't lose a piece, though. You had rook. Take your time. You're playing too fast. I mean, you have rook d7 there. Your queen's hanging. What is going on with me? All right. Yeah. Wow. I don't know, man. How long has your queen been hanging? This is like the craziest game ever. This is obviously I'm not okay. Your queen has been hanging for like 3 moves, and I just ignored it. I guess I'm just not, not well rested and sick, but normally I would see that your queen is hanging. Alright. Whoa, what happened to Excel Poker? Yeah, anyway, guys, before we move on, I just want to say, I think this is black's best move. For a computer, this is fine to take on c3. For a human, d5 is a better move. It was a really good game. Excel Poker was first. I'm playing Gambit chess today because I'm so tactically aware. I love having fun, though. Fun. Chess is fun. Dude. Alright. I'll be like Chigorin. Chigorin. Back to the old school chess. I never played old school chess. That's the crazy thing. Because I didn't have a coach. I didn't have a chess coach. I mean, I was my own coach and my best friends. So there was no one there to say you have to play or you should play like classical openings. So I learned like hyper modern openings first, which you know, it's fine, but it's kind of like a maybe not the best practical way to start. So it wasn't until I was already my first game with the E4, my first game ever even playing E4, I was already national master. WB free, I sub 3 month. Does one get a badge? You sub 3 months? Thank you. Oh man, this is famous. You know, this is Pillsbury Chigorin from Hastings, I think. Excel Poker. Now I can't remember how the game went. I never played the Chigorin. That's a really famous game, dude. Chigorin, like, killed him. Pillsbury famously won the 1895 Hastings tournament. I think Chigorin finished second or something. And then Pillsbury, like, died of syphilis a couple years later, or whenever, but he didn't live long. That's why his career was short. Pillsbury was a massive genius. One of the greatest players ever from New England. Maybe, well, probably the greatest, actually. It's really interesting. He made great dough. What a joke. You guys are so funny. Bishop G5. I don't think that's what happened in the game. Syphilis is not good. So when were antibiotics invented? I'm not sure. We need a doctor. Bishop G5. Do I have to play E6? He's probably not the only great chess player to die of syphilis. Yeah, I'm sure that's what he wants to be remembered for. But it's an interesting fact anyway. 1928, that's when antibiotics were invented. A little too late to help Harry Nelson Pillsbury. He had a very, very short chess career. You know, there's a few players like that. Charasek was another one with the ultra short chess career. I mean, Morphy retired from chess, but Schubert, yeah. So I'm sure some famous composers and stuff like that. It was a big problem. F3. This is not the same. Something was different in the Pillsbury game. Maybe Chigorin played like E6 first, possibly. That may be what it was. Maybe Chigorin played E6 first, rather than knight F6. Possible that that's better. Everything is possible. Question mark next to my rating? Oh man, it's really hard. I played like 5 rated games the other day, but you have to play a certain amount of games for your rating not to be deactivated or whatever. It's part of the rating system, the Glico rating system. If you don't play a certain amount of rated games in a certain amount of time, your rating becomes like deactive. I don't know what the technical word for it is. But I have an established rating. It's just that it's like not active. It's I don't know. I mean, I don't think question mark. I think there should be, actually, let's put it this way. If you don't have, if you're, I'm sorry, I'm just trying to clarify how I'm going to say this. There's like provisional ratings where you're just getting your first rating, and it also is a question mark. But Mr. Coffee, I don't know what you think because you're a statistics guy, but I think that lichess should have a different connotation for that. Like there should be that should be a different thing. Like provisional should be one sign, and like the rating is inactive should be another. You know, this is like it's. Why did I play bishop e4? Why not? Actually, you know, Pillsbury did that. I'm sorry, Chigorin did that in his game with Pillsbury. Provisional and inactive are different things. It's deceptive. It makes it look like I'm some noob who played 5 games. You know? It makes it look like it's my first 10 games. The rating, yeah. This is stupid to play bishop e4. Or was it? Maybe not. I'm going to lose a piece, right? Like bishop a5, b4, bishop b6, b5. Yeah, that's brilliant, man. Nice job. Nice freaking job, dude. Am I losing a bishop yet? Oof. No. Dare you to play d5. A couple reasons I'm not losing a bishop. No, one reason. But I misplayed this. I'm supposed to play e6 first. I have the book right next to me with the game in it. I'm almost certain. I think, Mr. Coffee, we should implement a different sign here. If I capture the knight, I build his center, and I'm gonna get overrun. No, I need my dark square bishop. I think. I think that white has a good game, though. I think white is probably better. I misplayed this slightly because I don't play the Chigorin. I misremembered that. So we have some issues here. Okay, h6, bishop e3. I don't have enough counterplay against his center. So he bamboozled me. Bamboobled. Dr. Bambooble. So what am I going to do about it? What are you going to do about it? Exactly, like an asterisk or something, so that it's not confused with the same thing. What happened to nylon? Nylon is nylon mask. Selling. Alright. Let's hope I don't lose a piece here. Nylon's around somewhere. He's going away for a while. He didn't get a big turnout. Not a lot of appreciation for nylon mask. Too stupid, I guess. Having trouble generating any sort of play whatsoever. But we can always play b6. What about b5? It's anti-positional. I love it. We're still not really okay. So that little mistake in the opening by me, very significant. Okay, I'll be fair, I've never played this before myself. But, yeah, I have to play e6 first. Because a very important component of the game that Chigorin played was an early f5. I don't want to block my f-pawn from attacking the center. You have to do it. If I'm lucky. Okay. That was a mistake. Another mistake. How bad can it be? We have two choices, resign now or resign later. What about h6? Seriously. I say we do it. Make him decide, you decide. You decide. Hey, you can sacrifice a piece too. Be like me. Sacrifice a bishop on h6. It's good, it's great, it works. It's crushing. Absolutely should do it. Play the sensible move, like bishop h4. Give me some tactics, or bishop f4. Be like Jabava. Make him think. Alright, I think black's not completely lost here. It's just a bad position. Mm-hmm. It's bad, but it's not that bad. He does have a 3-minute time advantage. I got 70 views on clips. Bishop a4. That happened in Chigorin's game, I think. Oh no. I'm gonna play rook g8. I can always defend with knight h7 if I have to. That wasn't really the plan, but it's a good position for white. Very good position for white. I know what I would do if I was white. He's angry because I beat him in my simul yesterday. So he's like out for revenge. I need to play f5. I wish I hadn't played h6. Thanks everyone for joining us. I'm sorry I look like complete crap. I feel like the same way I look. Been sick for like a week now. I was almost better on Friday and it came back. It's even worse. The common cold is quite nasty, it turns out. COVID was like nothing compared to this, man. COVID was like a walk in the park. But this common cold shit is just very, very brutal. I would like this. I had no major like problems with COVID. A little tired, but this is like my sinuses are messed up. My eyes feel like they're swollen. Here it comes, Queen h4. Not the move I would have chosen, but not a bad move, I guess. Wait. Oh no. You know he wants to trade queens against me. When are simuls? Sundays. Man, he played a great game. I would have played bishop b1 instead of queen h4. I don't think that is bad, though, the way he played it. I mean, white's still got to have a large advantage. You're a psycho, dude. He's chess psycho. Excel poker chess psycho. Poker chess. Poker chess psycho. Whoa. We sacrificed the queen. I don't know. What? I don't know why didn't I like see that move? I expected king h1. He's a really good blitz player, you know, very fast. Oh my god, what is that? No. Oh no. Yeah, good game. I was better at one point. I had something. Oh my god. I have knight takes e4 here. Oh my god. This actually works. Man, I was worse the whole game, but I was okay. I didn't get a losing position. Even my queen sack is okay. It's a totally sound queen sacrifice. But you just timed me. I shouldn't give up my dark square bishop. I wanted to play bishop f4. I don't know why I didn't do it. You know, I mean, this was the plan. It's so stupid not to do it. I was afraid of something stupid like e5. But the f3 looks weak. Maybe I'm maybe it's legit to be afraid of this though. I didn't see knight h7. Okay, it's a really complicated position to play with no time. It's super, super sharp. Yeah, this is a bad move. I have to go here. I was about to lose on time. See, e6. Not knight f6, but e6. But apparently this is okay too. Bishop e4 is really bad, man. I just like nylon Anders. I wasted a tempo with bishop e4. I'm supposed to play bishop e7. I don't think it's a dangerous variation for black, objectively, but I don't know it. Good game. Interesting game, that was fun. I didn't see bishop f4, knight h7. I think I saw bishop f4 and I freaked out because you're playing e5. I have to see knight h7. But I mean, positionally, I'm like lost if I give you my dark square bishop. It was a bad decision. I knew it was a bad move, but I didn't know what else to do in time. I didn't see knight h7. It was like my simul yesterday. Oh no, the Sicilian. You play the Sicilian too. Oh, this is like he's playing the English with white and I'm playing the English defense against it. What a great start into the week. At my expense. Last night, think of last night as a great start. So competitive. I have a great start for the week too. Feels so good. Drinking my coffee water. Okay, e6. My face hurts. Does your face hurt? Uh-huh. I guess we can play f4, but then d5 becomes stronger. Make d5 great again. g3, d5. I looked at this. g3, d5, bishop g2. I have to play knight f3. I guess bishop e5 is probably a move. Well, we have a request to join team. Leave site. No. Okay, open. Earlier player who tried to join team, you can't join only because you don't have enough games. The only games 100 plus rule is in effect. Mr. Coffee Dogecoin bits for medicine. I started doing like nose drops. I should have been doing nose drops. I wish I had like an inhaler too. I need to like go on the black market and get like a steroid inhaler. I'm not on Hungarian healthcare, so I have to get like a private doctor. I'll have to go to a private doctor and that's expensive. I mean, I could do it if I get really sick, but I don't have like a regular doctor, that's the point. Every time I go to like a different doctor, hey man, do you have like a steroid inhaler? I'll hook you up. Juicebox knows everything about black market stuff. There's a market for everything. Can we add our game for Thursdays? Were you ahead of time? Yes, but send me a link to the game. Send me a message with a link to the game. Please. Please. EB. You lived in a black market? the best place to live. Lots of interesting stuff. I'm sure lots of interesting stuff's always happening. Never a dull moment. Monkey balls. All right. The monkey's paw. I can't believe I can't kick the common cold in a week. But as someone in town said, I'd probably be dead now if it wasn't for my immune system. That's another way to look at it. The glass is half full. If I didn't have an immune system, I'd probably be dead from the common cold right now. Alright. Bishop c4. I don't know, my immune system's doing something, I guess. But not a lot. This is like theory. I think I've had this position before. I don't see why I would give him my bishop for that knight on b6. The knight on b6 is... It's atrocious. In my experience. But where do you go? You go to e2? b5? What is a slow loris? Oh, that's an animal, right? Nebulizer. The nebula. I'm really prone to like sinus infections and stuff whenever I get sick. What's up, Thomas Treinson? If I can't kick it like within a week, I'm like gonna be sick for another week with a sinus infection. Then I really have to go to the doctor. That's what usually happens. People that don't have their tonsils removed probably just get like tonsillitis over and over again. I keep getting my sinuses infected. Game for Thursday from Eric. But no... Oh, Eric the Red is EB. Okay. Yeah. You are EB the Red. Hopefully I'll get better on my own. I really, you know... Whatever. Having the tonsils removed is counterproductive. I'm not surprised, you know. It just changed. I get sick the same amount of times. It's just, you know, a different thing. Like, it's my sinuses instead of my tonsils. You know, it's not like I'm getting sick less often. It's just a different part of my body is sick. A couple of bottles of whiskey. Make sure to water it down, though. You know. Make sure to drink lots. It's like coffee. Drink lots of water with your whiskey. Some people forget to mention that. Good advice. Whiskey and sauna. The Belarusian leader system. No, that's vodka sauna, sorry. Whiskey sauna. I don't know, whiskey sauna. Maybe some kind of Scottish treatment. The Scottish Vikings system. I assume whiskey was invented in Scotland. But they're Vikings too. Finnish have sauna. Yeah. I always joke about my dad and our neighbor when I was a little kid. We had a Finnish neighbor and he took my dad to their house and they had a sauna in the basement. And he like almost killed my dad with the sauna vodka treatment. I just know the story, I mean, because I was like 5 years old. Or even smaller. Guy was really weird. Finnish people are kind of weird. No, no insult intended, but in my experience, they are kind of off the wall. I mean it in the best possible way. A little on the strange side, but it's a good way. Strange in a good way. Okay, G3. Wow. Instantly. Yeah. No, yeah, it's very dangerous to combine sauna with alcohol. Exactly. But that was the Belarusian president, whatever his name is, claiming that was the cure for COVID or whatever. It's worth a try, it's better than like Trump suggestions. I always tell the story how I once had gone to the health center in college and had been like tested and diagnosed as having mononucleosis. And that day, like the same day, we went and we drank a massive amount at a bar, and I was better. Like, it completely killed the mononucleosis, which is a notoriously difficult like virus to get rid of. You can have it for like months. I was better in like 2 days. A bottle of vodka over the hot stones in the sauna. Wow. Cleans your sinuses right out. Shortage of testosterone, maybe that's my problem. The cure for epidemics. Guys, I gotta go in like half an hour. We've got half an hour remaining on the clock. So he sacrificed a pawn. But I'm good here. I think I'm good. Maybe not. No. My rook could get trapped, but not if I take immediate action. I should play a little bit better every game. Hopefully. Still a little bit of caution. Probably a good idea here. I didn't like the look of rook f5. Have you decided on any tourneys between now and World Seniors? No. I mean, it's close enough, Mr. Coffee. And my team captain, we might have a rescheduled match. We might have a match on Halloween Eve. Well, the evening before Halloween. Or the morning of that day, the 30th of October. I'll probably be playing like 2600. Every single match I play for the Hungarian Team Championship is going to be against like a 2600 player. 9 rounds of 2600s. Or something like that. I could make a GM norm. I never thought of this. Though there has to be like 3 foreigners. I would have to play at least 3 players who are not Hungarian, which is far from assured. But it's the kind of, like, I'm going to play such a strong, like, level of opposition in the Hungarian Team Championship that actually, like, an even score would give me a GM norm, probably. If I can score, like, 4.5 out of 9, it would be a GM norm. Something ridiculous like that. I've never had, you know, let's say the average rating of my opponents in the Hungarian Team Championship will probably be around 25-75. It needs to be 25-75, so that 50% would be a GM norm. If I can score 9 draws against 25-75s, I don't have any norms. I suck. No, if I had one, I would have made an effort a long time ago. I mean, to be honest, if I had had a norm, I would have made the title. I would have been motivated and really gone for it long ago. Basically, the fact that I never had one norm, I mean, that's how I got the IM title. I got one norm and I was really motivated. I think I would have made it, but I don't have any, and I just didn't have much motivation. But I think this kind of thing where I play, you know, if I could get 50%, still super hard, obviously. I mean, but it could happen. I'd get lucky, win a game, maybe a bunch of draws, play a good game here or there. It's possible. I've got to play in the Hungarian Team Championship and a couple games in the Budapest Team Championship. But the Budapest Team Championship sucks. It's really weak. I'm going to be playing probably like 2,300 players at the most. I doubt I'm going to be like paired with strong players. So that's not great. But maybe I'll get a game or two to practice. I still haven't registered for the Senior World Championship, but there's lots of time. Oh no. Oh no. A blunder. Blunderopotamus. I screwed this up big time. Big time. Interesting. Endgame. I have really literally no idea what's happening here. His time management is unbelievable. The master of time management. I have to check. I mean, does he play a lot of increment games? Not too many people can manage the increment as well. The time has come, young Jedi. The only players I've played who manages an increment normally. Oh my god. I almost just hung it. Tricky, tricky. Damn, he never loses on time. It's like playing Dr. Slowhand. Mr. Slowhand. Oh, he's lost it. Lost the thread there. Wow. Dr. Slowhand. Dude, what a freaking effort by Black to save that game. Incredible. Okay, I've got a challenge from GM Sean. Guys, I'm gonna have to go last game. That was kind of inaccurate what I did in the last game, by the way. Putting my king on the side of the board. I think I shouldn't have done that, but it didn't matter. I was still winning. You're not blocked. Okay. Thanks everyone for watching. Thanks Mr. Covey for 400 bit donation and for follows. RFF Pilot. Rift Pilot. Exposed position. With the follows. Okay, we'll try something different. Well, it depends on what he plays. It's a bloody hard game to get there, grind to get there. I have a solid kind of approach, so lots of draws. It'd be easier for me to make a GM norm in a stronger tournament than a weaker one, I think. I'm more likely to have a lot of draws. And, you know, you can get draws, but winning against 2600s is hard to do. Knight c6. What about like c3, then knight f6? Play the Bodler. Wait, why didn't I play d4? Doesn't anyone raise pheasants? Dude, did you know that in my neighborhood in Massachusetts there were wild pheasants and stuff? They were just like wandering around and shit, and they were completely safe. These like flocks of wild pheasants just like lived in people's yards and stuff. You just made me remember that. Oh, there was turkeys. I was thinking of turkeys. Never mind. It was wild turkeys. I'm crazy. It wasn't pheasants. They're probably pheasants too, but we had wild turkeys. In a kind of residential area. There was enough fauna around. Turkeys were funny. They were completely safe, like you couldn't hunt them. Yeah, right about this time of year they would start coming out. What they do in the summer. Alright. And knight f6. Masturbate. I remember a guy on the street had a hawk. He used to walk on his hawk holder. Falconer. I haven't seen him in years. Nope. No, I live in the city, bro. Not a lot of pheasants here. Pheasants with presents. So we transpose to the Sozen with rook e1. Not really a common setup. Or I can play a Mora Gambit. Masturbate just says weird shit. Like, I don't get the pheasants thing. Where did that come from? Pigeons. I live on the roof. I could breed pigeons. They're up there already. I'm like screaming at them all the time. Get out of here! Nylon Mask had to do that the other day. Why don't you say, why don't you rage pigeons? Rage pigeons! I can raise carrier pigeons and put little drones on them and send them to fight for Ukraine. Kamikaze pigeons versus Iranian drones. Alright. So we're taking poor little kamikaze pigeons. It's nasty. Pigeons are nasty. There's like a whole population of pigeons on my roof. Pigeon atrocities. Maybe we'll try like B3. I'm just in a B3 kind of mood with that last B3 game. Questionable whether I should do this. Black is a really strange and mysterious player. I don't know who it is. It's just like, oftentimes they play the opening like perfectly. I'm reluctant to even play them at some point. I've been through this spiel like a million times. I'm reluctant to even accept their challenges. What was Magnus Carlsen said something about Bishop F1 recently. Move 11 was mentioning it. Magnus has a very high, he has a high opinion of Bishop F1 and Bishop F8. There's like, the point is that bishops are really well placed here, surprisingly well placed here on F8 and F1. It's raining again for the 10th time in the last. I don't want to hear about a drought anymore. I'm glad it's raining now because I'm just sick and I don't want to go anywhere. We had a submission from Thomas Strangson for Thursday's game. Thank you for being a subscriber. .95 is like an Esser mate move. Though in this sort of hedgehog here, it's probably not terrible. It's probably not terrible. Right, I mean this bishop can come out on G2, H3. It's still influential here. It's not to be underestimated. My king side is safe. It's attacking and defending, like a King's Indian bishop. That's oftentimes what you do in the King's Indian or King's Indian attack. Bishop on g2 gets blocked, you bring it back to f1. Something like that. What are you trying to do? Like a Siberian mate on h2 or something? We always have g3. Thomas Tryson just subscribed. 11 months. Wow, knight c6 now, master? Now you played knight c6. That's weird. So you just really threw a tempo there. Threw a tempo tantrum. Knight takes c6 is interesting. I don't know. I'm not inspired enough today. Not enough energy to play my best game. It's a good position. It's something special. I think white's a little better. Nothing special, man. If I play c5, he plays d5. I mean, then e5 and my c5 pawn is gone. So I don't want to rush with a c5 or e5 here. He's got that. Higher. e5 is also, of course, playable, but it makes this great again. c5 gives him d5. Okay. Yep. It's interesting. Well, I guess my rook on a1 ain't doing much. That's for sure. White is better. Thanks for subscribing, Thomas Strenson. But not easy. It looks like e5 is a likely inaccuracy. Likely story. I mean, now I just sacked the pawn, you know, whatever. I thought he might play c5, actually, if he plays anything. It's not like black is lost, but static position with a worse structure and an irrelevant extra pawn. Pretty much. Nothing special. Black has weaknesses, more weaknesses than white. And I don't think the extra pawn matters. Pawns matter. Yeah, he should have played c5. Now you have your bishop. But wait a minute. No substitute for careful calculation. Patience. First things first. Prevent enemy counterplay. Prevent knight b6. Very important. Because he has other moves. Yeah, this is a strong move. Buys me a lot of time. But I'm talking about with Thomas Transon, the bishop on f1. It's look at it. Look at its mobility. It's like super bad bishop. It's the ultimate bad bishop. It's the best bad bishop in the history of chess. That's a bad bishop. Are you sure? You call that a bad bishop? I don't understand. What do you mean, bad bishop? What kind of terminology is that? Exactly. That's what I'm talking about. Tactics. Positional play. Everything. Wow. If he plays knight b6, we got him. a5, a4, a great positional plan, but it's not enough. He did it. You must be prepared to pay the price. Oh my God. You've gotta be kidding me. You've gotta be kidding me. Bishop a5, bishop takes h3. Are you serious? Queen takes h3 and then queen c8. Wait, you're 1800 and you calculated that? Dude, he's always doing this crazy shit that's just unbelievable. How are you 1 in 37 against me, man? I mean, that doesn't make sense. This is unbelievable. Here we go again. You'd have to calculate that in order to play that move. Bishop a5, bishop takes h3, bishop takes b6, queen c8. Oh, he's just lucky. It just happens to work. It was just a lucky guess. So black's surviving. Slightly worse, but not lost. I don't know, man. If it doesn't stop raining soon, I'm going to build an ark. Well, that was our bad bishop, right? Wait a minute. So it doesn't work. No, you had to take with a knight. You didn't take with a knight? What is this? It's unbelievable. He didn't take with a knight. It's really crazy. That was the whole point. You miraculously got yourself out of it like Houdini, and then you didn't take with a knight. Wow. That's crazy. That is seriously crazy. And now we're just simply winning. Crazy is. Bishop on f8. Oh boy. Wow. He's not trading. It's like my last opponent. Increment Master. Increment Grandmaster. That's a bad bishop. Now that is a bad bishop. Seriously. You had that move. And he saw it like instantly. Unreal. This is probably a stupid move by me. It's going to take a while, but I'm winning. He traded? Wow. Yeah, I mean, this is another example of a player where, okay, he blundered finally. But I mean, he's too good to be like 1 in 37. This is every time I say the same thing. It's impossible that this guy is 1 in 37. Just by random blunders, I should lose, you know, at least like 3 or 4 games or something. He's like as unlucky as I am in like poker. There was once this like US chess player who was like 2175. He probably reached 2200 at some point. He was like 0-12 against me when I was in my peak. Like normally, I mean, I literally had a 2600 performance rating against them with a perfect score. But I mean, you know, it's not likely that that's going to happen. You're going to blunder sometimes and lose. I was, you know, 30-0 and I lost one. That's fine if he's like 1400, but he's twice as good as 1400. I don't understand it. Really. Anyway, thank you guys for subscribing. We'll be back tomorrow night with a rapid tournament with the viewers and friends. So thank you so much. I'm gonna go try to get some rest. It's been a long weekend for me, and I'm gonna try to get better. And see you guys soon. Thank you all for watching and for playing. We'll be back on Tuesday night with the Rapid Tournament State. Posted for the info on that. I will send it to the team. Take care, everybody. Thanks, Mr. Coffee. Thanks, Acerbate. Thanks for watching. Later, guys. Bye-bye.